I rise today in strong support of H.R. 1615, the Gas Stove Protection and Freedom Act. I want to thank my friend and fellow Energy and Commerce member, Representative Kelly Armstrong, for his leadership and continued work on this initiative. As I said in our full committee markup last month, the American people have had enough of Washington bureaucrats and Biden administration officials or Big Brother dictating every aspect of their lives, from the type of car you drive to what appliance you can use in the kitchen. Back in January, we heard disturbing reports from one of the commissioners at the Consumer Protection Safety Commission that a nationwide universal ban on gas stoves was on the table. This type of government overreach would be an assault on Americans' individual consumer freedoms to decide what works best for their own households and budgets. Republicans stand with the American people, who overwhelmingly agree that banning gas stoves altogether is an egregious overreach and government knows best ideology at its worst. The Gas Stove Protection and Freedom Act will prohibit the CPSC from using federal dollars to regulate or issue enforcement regulations on gas stoves as a banned product and prevent regulations that prohibit the sale or substantially increase the price of gas stoves while still allowing CPSC to protect consumers in the way that Congress envisioned. Sadly, the Biden administration's Green New Deal agenda has fueled the flames of radical left state and local governments, and many have already enacted their own complete gas stove bans, such as New York and some cities in California. In fact, many of these cities are facing their own battles, such as in Berkeley, California, the first city to enact a ban in 2019, where their law was recently struck down by the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. And in Palo Alto, California, where they enacted a ban but admitted to issuing an exemption for celebrity chef Jose Andres, who argued traditional gas appliances were necessary to achieve their signature complex flavors. This carve-out from the far left is plain hypocrisy. Meanwhile, down in my state of Florida, we just entered hurricane season, and households who are struggling after a natural disaster takes out their electricity and would find it even harder to cook their food without a gas stove. All these reasons clearly demonstrate why this legislation is needed to prevent government overreach. I urge my colleagues to support H.R. 1615. Let's pass this common sense, bipartisan legislation that supports American consumer choice and freedom for households to decide what works best for their own lives. Makes sense, Mr. Chairman. I reserve the balance of my time. Thank you.